And welcome back to yoga class. So glad you took the time to click on this, whether it's live or on the recording. So I was gone for a couple weeks. I went skiing, tweaked my knee a little bit, so maybe we'll focus on knee strengthening and stretching today. Let's go ahead and get settled in and take this time to arrive, as usual. Over and over, we come to the mat, we practice. So, maybe take a few deep sighs, let your eyes close. Begin to feel that settling of the body, quieting of the mind, and awakening to this moment, to this breath, and I'll read some inspiring poem from The Breath of Joy by Dana Falls. And this one I randomly opened to is called Joy to the World. Joy is the word I receive when I open my being and let awareness lead. One word, resplendent in its simplicity, like a star atop the tree. Awakened and free, joy dances through me, takes my hand, spins me round till I grow dizzy. Joy points at my heart and grins, points at my head and nods, traces a circle with one arm, making sure the whole of me is inside its wide circumference, and then gestures to include the earth and sky. Joy is everywhere. No exceptions, none. One word for the world to live by is enough. Joy to the world. Letting those words sink in as we quiet, be, rest. And then from here, let's go ahead and start our practice with those 3 breaths. We inhale and gently exhale. Maybe through pursed lips, maybe through the nose, whatever feels right. Again, long, slow inhale, lifting the crown of the head, and exhale. Again. And with that next breath, we open our eyes and reach our arms to the sky on the inhale. And exhale, hands come down. Again, inhale. This time we look up between our palms. And exhale, look forward and let the hands drop. Again, we inhale, look up. This time we let the fingertips touch, interlace the fingers, and point with just the pointer fingers. Still looking up, we tilt to the right. And exhale, we come up. And then we tilt to the left. Inhale, come up. And you'll notice your sits bones want to pop up. Keep them grounded. One more to the right. And one more to the left. Back center. Let's do W arms or cactus arms. Lift the heart. Hands come up, palms face forward, and then reach the hands down and roll over your knees. Coming to all fours. Centering yourself on the mat. Hips over knees. Shoulders over wrists. Undulate the spine to wake it up. So you can think of the spine as a slinky from tailbone to the top of the head. And attempting to find mobility in every joint. Or maybe you like to think of making circles with the belly button, wagging the tail, whatever feels right to you, or whatever imagination works, to find more and more mobility in the spine. From here, let's go ahead and go right to downward dog. So tuck those toes and come on up, belly to thighs. Drop the head between the upper arms, yawning, the shoulders, and then reaching one heel back and the other, opening up the back of the legs as we reach the tailbone to the sky. Easing yourself, wiggling yourself into this first downward dog. Eyes gaze back at knees, at thighs. And then with the next inhale, we look up between the thumbs and walk our feet to that spot. Belly again to thighs as we drop our head into forward fold. Again, finding the wiggle to ease our way deeper into the pose. Next inhale, we come up halfway as we bring the fingertips up the knees, shins, lift the heart. Exhale, back to forward fold. And then let's come all the way up, reaching for the sky. Again, fingers interlace, pointers point up. We tip to the right. We come up, let's do the W arms in the middle, lift the heart. Hands reach up, fingers interlace, tip to the left. Back to the center. And back to forward fold. Prayer through the center. Drop the head. Inhale halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat. And step back to your first plank. Finding extension from heels to the crown of the head. Always knowing you can put your knees down. Holding plank. From here, shift slightly forward as we lower, bringing elbows to the side and bring belly to spine. Release the tops of your feet. Baby cobra on the inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. And next inhale, extend a little bit more in cobra. And exhale, toes down. Through plank, back to downward dog. We're going to do that one more time before we add on. Inhale, look up. Exhale, walk, step or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Fingertips interlace. Tip to the right. And up. W arms, look up open that heart. Interlace the fingers, tip to the left, back to the center, prayer through the middle, forward fold. Inhale halfway, exhale hands down, walk or step or jump back to plank, slowly lower, belly to earth, baby cobra, bend the knees a little bit further, toes down, and back through plank to downward dog. Deep exhale. Right leg to the sky. And then right knee to the chest, rounding the back, pushing into the palms, opening that space. Back to three-legged dog. And then bring that right foot to between the upper hands, turn the left heel down, and come up for warrior one. Palms face each other. Drop the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, and open the heart. Look up, and then bow down for humble warrior. Right shoulder comes to the inside of right knee, knuckles reach towards sky, then we hold. One more breath, and then come on back up, release the hands, reach them up, then let's go ahead and straighten the right leg. Cactus arms as we look up, hands back up, and then we're gonna reach the chest forward as we bend over the right straight leg. Feeling that nice stretch. One more breath here. Come on back up. Straight legs. Bend back to warrior one. And hands come down either side of the foot. Step back. Lower down. Let's inhale an up dog or a cobra this time. And exhale down dog. We'll do the same thing other side. Inhale, left leg to the sky, left knee to the chest and hold, feeling our strength. Left leg to the sky, three-legged dog, left foot top of the mat, turning right heel down, warrior one, palms face each other. Drop the hands, interlace the fingers, lift the heart, and then bow down, humble warrior. Shoulder to knee, 3 breaths. Come on back up to warrior one, palms face each other, straighten the left leg. Cactus the arms, hands come back up and reach forward over the left leg. I always have to bring my foot in just a little bit. So adjust the stance for you and hold this for 3 breaths. Big stretch. One more breath, come on up with straight legs, palms up, back to warrior one, bend into the left knee, hands come down, hop the right heel, step back to plank, lower down, Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, down dog. From here, we're gonna look up between those thumbs, walk, step, or jump to that spot. Inhale halfway. This time, exhale, forward fold, and then lower the hips and meet me in chair. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to forward fold. Halfway, and hands down, back to plank. This time I'll give you the opportunity for some push-ups. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then lower down. Inhale that up dog or cobra. Exhale back to down dog. And we're going to do the same thing again a little faster. Inhale, right foot to the sky. Right knee to the nose. Right foot to the sky. Right foot top of the mat. Up to warrior 1. Drop the hands. Humble warrior. Back up. Hands up. Straighten the leg and cactus the arms as you look up. Hands up. Hands forward. Flat back. Bend over the right leg. Come back up. Straight legs. Back to warrior 1. And hands come down. Step back. Lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot to the sky. Left knee to the nose. Left foot to the sky. Left foot top of the mat, turning right heel down. Warrior 1. Hands behind the back. Lift the heart, humble warrior. Come on back up. Hands up, warrior 1. Straighten the leg, W arms, look up. Hands back up. Hands forward. Bend over this left leg. Back up. Bend back into the left knee for warrior 1. And hands come down. Step back. Is this where we did the push-ups? Yeah. Lower down. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. We'll just pause here. Then we're going to do it again. Using the downward dog as your resting spot. Coming back to breath and joy. Inhale, look up. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to that spot. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Again, bend the knees and meet me in chair for 5, 4, 3, 2, sit a little lower, and 1. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat. Walk or step, jump back to plank. Here's where we have the 5 push-ups. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, up dog, and back to down dog. From here, we're going to go through that flow series one more time before we change it. Right leg to the sky, right knee to the nose, right foot to the sky, right foot top of the mat, heel down, warrior 1. Drop the hands, humble warrior. Come back Straighten the leg, cactus the arms, chest to the sky. Hands up, look forward. Adjust the stance. Chest comes forward. Hands come on either side of that right leg as the chest comes over the thigh, the chin toward the shin. And back up. And back to warrior one. Hands come down. Step back. Lower down. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Left leg to the sky. Left knee to the chest. Left foot to the sky. Left foot top of the mat. Turning right heel downward, come up for warrior one. Drop the hands. Lower the chest for humble warrior. Back to warrior one. Straighten the leg and cactus the arms. Hands up. Legs stay straight. Over the left leg. Chin to shin. Come on back up. Bend into the left leg. Hands come down. Step back. Lower down. Inhale, up dog. And this time exhale, child's pose. Big toes together. Letting the forehead come to the mat. Pausing here for a minute. Slowing the breath. Staying present with body sensations and breath for this moment. Accepting what is with respect to sensation or thoughts. And then let's come on back up to all fours. This time let's reach the right foot back, left hand forward. Finding a little balance in here. In stillness. And then bending that right foot and bringing the left hand back to grab it. Let's lift the heart. Back to straight leg and straight arm, and then set it down, and undulate the spine. Left foot back, right hand forward, finding stillness for 5 breaths. Then bend that left knee and bring the right hand back to grab it, lift the heart. Release back to the extended position, and then set it down, undulate the spine. Okay, we'll go to a second flow series. Let's tuck the toes and meet back in downward dog. Drop the head and notice how much more opening you have than the first downward dog. Deep sigh. Inhale, look up at the thumbs. Exhale, walk, step, or jump to that spot. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Drop the hips. This time let's bring big toes together. Come to chair. So same, still chair, but you can do it with feet hip width or feet together, knees together. Back to forward fold. Halfway. Step back. Chaturanga. Lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot to the sky. Right knee, left elbow. Right foot to the sky. Right knee, right shoulder. Right foot to the sky. And then right foot top of the mat. Turning left heel down, we reach out first with the left hand and make that big rainbow arc. Then right hand to meet in warrior two. Hips point to the long side of the mat. Knees tracking over toes. Eyes gaze over right middle finger. So as usual, the first time we do it slow. Drop the left hand, right hand up for reverse warrior. Back to warrior two. Drop the right hand in front of the right foot for side angle. And I'm being clear on the in front because I'm going to give you the option of binding this. Drop the left hand, bring the right hand around, and then peel that left shoulder back. So you can look up for bound side angle. Unbind, extend the arms. Come back to warrior two and straighten that right leg. Whew. From here, we're going to triangle, ribs reach forward. Then we drop the right hand, left hand up. You want to do extended triangle, left hand over the head. And you could even add the right hand with it for both arms extended. Your choice. And back to both arms extended, left hand up. Come on back up, starfish. Bend into that right knee, warrior two. Pinwheel the arms to either side of the right foot and step back. Chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot to the sky. Left knee, right elbow, pull it through. Left foot to the sky. Left knee, left shoulder. Left foot to the sky. Left foot top of the mat, turning right heel down. We reach up first with the right and then the left to meet in warrior two. Eyes gaze over the left middle finger as we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse the warrior for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back through warrior two and straight to side angle. Left hand comes down on the inside of the left foot. You can always put a block there, right hand up. And then an option is to bind. Right hand behind the back, left reaches under that leg. And then peel that right shoulder back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, extend the arms, back to warrior two, and then straighten that left leg. Reach the left ribs forward, drop the left hand, right hand up for triangle. Extending the right arm over the head if you want, and the left, your choice. structure of the pose, right hand back up, coming back up to the starfish, bend into the left knee for warrior two, and cartwheel the hands, left foot steps back, chaturanga, lower down, inhale, up dog, and exhale back to down dog. Now we're going to go through that one or two more times, but we'll do it with holding each pose for maybe 1 or 2 breaths instead of 5. So inhale, look up, exhale, walk, step, or jump to that spot. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold, and bend the knees, big toes together, chair. Back to forward fold. Halfway. Step back. Lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot to the sky. Right knee, left elbow. Right foot to the sky. Right knee, right shoulder. Right foot to the sky. Right foot top of the mat. Turning left heel down. We come up to warrior two. Reverse the warrior. Back to warrior two. Side angle. Bound. Unbound. Back to warrior two. Straighten the right knee. Ribs forward. Triangle. Left hand over the head, extended triangle. Back to hands wide. Back up to starfish. Bend into the right knee for warrior two. And cartwheel the hands. Step back, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot to the sky. Left knee, right elbow. Left foot to the sky. Left knee, left elbow. Left foot to the sky. Left foot top of the mat. Right heel down. Reverse cartwheel the hands to warrior two. Reverse the warrior. Back to warrior two. Drop the left hand for side angle. Bind it if you want to. Unbind it. Back up to warrior two. Straighten the left leg. Triangle. Right hand over the head. Extended triangle. Hands wide. Starfish. Warrior two. Cartwheel the hands. Step back. Lower down. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Nicely done. Should we do that one more time? We'll do it one more time. Inhale, look up. Exhale, walk, step, or jump. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose with legs together. Back to forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Hands to the mat. Walk or step back. Chaturanga. Up dog to down dog. Right foot to the sky. Right knee through to left elbow. Right foot to the sky. Right knee, right elbow. Right foot to the sky. Right foot top of the mat. Up to warrior two. Reverse cartwheel. Reverse warrior. Warrior two. Side angle. Bound side angle. Unbound side angle. Warrior two. Starfish. Triangle. Extended triangle. Back to starfish. Back to warrior two. But let's add on here And we're gonna go to half moon. So we're gonna begin warrior two and then launch ourselves hand to a block, left foot up, left hand up. Well done. And back to warrior two. And cartwheel the hands. Step back, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot to the sky. Left knee, right elbow. Left foot to the sky. Left knee, left elbow. Left foot to the sky. Left foot top of the mat. Right heel down. Warrior two. Reverse the warrior. Warrior two. Side angle. Bound side angle. Unbound side angle. Warrior two. Starfish. Triangle. Extended triangle. Regular triangle. Starfish. Warrior two. And kick up to half moon. Feeling that extension. Step back. Starfish, but now turn both toes so your feet are parallel with the sharp sides of the back. I'm going to pause here. And then both hands out. Both hands up, and then we're going to reach hands forward. And then find the mat, and then walk the hands between the legs for wide angle forward fold. So I like to keep walking my hands back with fingertips pointing forward, and then drop my head and bend my elbows. And then we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back, walk your hands forward so they're under your nose. And then we're going to grab our big toes, extend up again, and forward fold this time. Holding on to the big toes with our peace fingers, and again, forward fold. Give yourself a little tug. And then extend the heart forward again. Walk the hands back in front of the nose. And then we're going to heel toe our feet in and lower our hips for yogic squat. Hands come to heart. Knees are pressing into elbows. Crown of the head lifts. Eyes can close for these 5 breaths, your choice. And then we're going to sit back and reach our hands down with those peace fingers again and grab the big toes again and extend through the heels. Lift the heart for a balancing wide angle. Kind of reverse of what we did. Now we just have our tailbone on the floor. Heart lifts. Spine is long. And then place the legs on the floor. Some people can just slowly lower with legs extended, or you can bend them and then extend it. You can keep holding on to those toes in forward fold, or for a lot of people, you'll want to put your hands in front of you to give yourself some support and control of lowering the upper body. Your choice. make this diamond shape, so our feet are a foot or so in front of us together. Lift the crown of the head. And then grabbing the outsides of the feet, we're going to bring our nose toward our toes. Come on back up, and now this time bring those heels toward your body as close as they feel comfortable. So just 2 variations of cobbler pose, and then we'll do the same thing again. Walking hands forward. Lowering the upper body to get a nice stretch through the hips. And come on back up. Let's close that. Bring the knees up. And wrap your arms around and drop your head, opening up that space between the shoulder blades. Giving yourself a hug. Slowing our practice down, lifting our head, and then we're going to push the heels out, long legs, toes reach up, reach the crown of the head up, and then we're going to do a forward fold. So I always bend my knees a little to protect them. Plus I just forward fold with a little knee bend, or maybe not, depending on your body. The magic of forward fold. Lift halfway, and then let's go into even deeper forward fold, maybe grabbing a little further down on your legs, ankles, around your feet. And come on back up. Well done. Let's bring the right knee up. We haven't done any twisting, so we'll do some twists. From here, hug that knee to the chest, but keep some space between thigh and ankle here. Talk about a fist width. Then leaving the left hand to hold on to that shin, reach the right hand up and around. I'm going to hit the wall so I can't quite do it. Then place the hand behind your back. The palm as close to your back as possible with the fingertips pointed toward the back wall. Left toes are up. And then looking over that left shoulder, slowly see if you can slowly from the bottom up twist the spine, kind of wringing it out. And then untwist, and let's place our hands on the opposite side. And then we're going to go back to the twist. Looking over right shoulder, untwist, looking over left shoulder. Look back forward, slide right leg up, bring left knee to chest, right toes point up, give it a squeeze, And then left hand comes up and around, place it behind the back, fingertips point back, find the twist and hold. And then back to the right, both hands on the right side, look over the right shoulder, and look over the left shoulder. Look over the right shoulder, nice and gently. Look over the left shoulder, and then come back to center. Bring the right knee up. Go ahead and come to our backs. Once you're on your back, bend your knees, bring them toward your chest, and let's massage your back body on the mat. Rocking the hips to the tailbone, mid-back. Maybe even you want to massage the upper back by rolling side to side, bringing the knees in and out. You decide what feels right. Let's place the heels down by the bottom, hands down by the heels, palms down. And then we're going to slowly roll up. So we're going to tuck the tailbone, slowly roll up all the way to the top, and slowly roll down. With that message of one vertebrae at a time, tucking the tail, lifting, and rolling down. One more time. This time we're going to roll up, and if you want to grasp your hands under your back, you can, and if you want to point that right toe out, we can make some circles or write your name. Place the right foot down, point the left toe, circles, a message, whatever you want here. And set it down. And then lifting up, pushing into the soles of the feet as if your tailbone was making circles. Make circles one way and the other. So there's a bit of rocking, and then lift, and then let's roll it all the way down. Spread out those shoulder blades again. And see how much of your whole back you can rest into the mat. Let's bring the knees up to the chest. And then place the left foot down and cross the right thigh over the left. So we're stacking our knees. Some people call this shoelaces. You can actually grab your ankles, or you can just rock back and forth here. Grab your toes, feet, ankles, or not. And kind of just wiggle, circle. And then let's spread our arms. And let's go. Drop the legs to the left. And eyes gaze to the right for the twist. again, untwist, undo the legs. Legs up the wall, both feet to the sky, do some ankle circles. And then we'll cross thighs the opposite way, so left over right. Again, you can grab the feet, the big toes, ankles, a little wiggling. Moving the knees side to side or up and down changes that stretch. Holding. Slowing down the practice, then spreading the arms wide and dropping the legs to the right as our eyes gaze to the left. And then the eyes close. Slowly untwist. Reach both legs to the sky, and again, circles or paddling the ankles, meaning point one and the other. And bend the knees and push out. Let's bring our hands by our hips. And then you're going to have a choice of pedaling, pushing out through the left heel and then the right. Or you can do this with both feet flexed and long legs up and down, hovering the legs. And if you want even more, you can lift your head and lift your hands, palms face each other. Scissoring the legs. Or pedaling. And when you've had enough, bend the knees again, place the head back down, and rock side to side. Opportunity for a little longer Shavasana. So let's go ahead and do Happy Baby. Grabbing the outsides of the feet, whether you wrap your hands around or through and around or just straight to the outsides, your choice. Rock and roll here in Happy Baby, taking the time. Also, this is a great chance if there's any pose that you really wanted to do today, that your body's asking for. Here's a chance to do it. Otherwise, you can stay in Happy Baby or wide angle. Grabbing the feet and being playful. When you're done with any extra poses and or Happy Baby, bring your knees together. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give your knees a kiss for all they do. Squeeze tight. And then we'll go into a nice Shavasana, meaning we spread out on our mat. Arms and heels can come off the mat. Our feet gently open, meaning the toes point slightly out. Our palms face up to the sky. And with every exhale, we notice our body touching the mat.
Noticing inhale and then the exhale, melting into the mat. Deeper and deeper into relaxation and stillness. I'll read our poem and then we'll stay in stillness for a bit. Joy to the world. Joy is the word I receive when I open my being and let awareness lead. One word, resplendent in its simplicity like a star atop the tree. Awakened and free, joy dances through me, takes my hand, spins me round till I grow dizzy. Joy points at my heart and grins, points at my head and nods, traces a circle with one arm, making sure the whole of me is inside its wide circumference, and then gestures to include the earth and sky. Joy is everywhere, no exceptions, none. One word for the world to live by is enough. From this place of peace and stillness and joy, bring one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly as we begin to bring awareness again to the breath. Feeling the rise and fall of the sacredness of this body. And then stretching our hands over our head, we give it a stretch, a wiggle. As we rolled our right side and pause for gratitude. Giving thanks for the simple joys. And the big joys. And then pushing yourself back up to a seated position. This time we bring our hands to our heart. And we'll take those 3 breaths together again. We inhale. And exhale with sound. Maybe even a wiggle. Again.
One more. The light in me honors that in every single one of you. Namaste. And I will see you again. I should be here both days next week. So, thanks for showing up.